Right, well, stop laughing, girls. I was going to play the GSPN introduction there, which I've got uploaded. Doesn't want to play it. Anyway, talk about technical difficulties tonight. We are struggling here. But, I'm going to splice these two together like it'll be seamless when it gets published. I promise you. We were talking, before we were so rudely interrupted, about whether Thomas Tuchel was just going to bring some of those regulars, England regulars, back in. I think you'd said Saka should come in, Cole Palmer should come in.
Yeah.
Declan Rice, I don't think he's good. He's an automatic choice. Not now, not when I've seen what Curtis Jones plays like or what Angel Gomez plays like. I think Declan Rice has got to get on there and start passing the ball forwards instead of sideways and backwards a little bit more. So, Jack Grealish, can't get in a Man City team. He's not an automatic pick anymore.
No.
John Stones, were we struggling with Gay at the back or with Colwell at the back? I think John Stones has got to win his place back as well. So, I don't think that's it. What I do think, he's got an automatic pick at left back. Ben Chilwell should hang his boots up. Ben Chilwell should retire from England really, really quickly, like Kieran Trippier did, because he knew he would never get picked again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Lewis Hall as the only natural left-footed left back, apart from the old man from Man U, who's never fit.
Actually, I've got a good question for you guys.
Go.
We're talking about people who should come back in. What do you guys think about the whole Ben White situation? Him kind of picking and choosing? I appreciate he didn't get on with Southgate. So to a degree, I know why he did it. But surely you can't... And Kane is right. I mean, I'm not Kane's biggest fan, but you can't just pick and choose when you play for your country, surely. Like, it should be just an honour and that's it.
The thing is with Ben White, we actually all don't know what happened. He said he left for personal... Or do we know what happened and I've completely missed it?
I thought it was a Southgate issue because now you see he's left. He's ready, you see. He's ready to come back now to play for...
Is that what he said?
Well, no, that's all the speculation was because of the fact that Southgate was in charge at the time, wasn't it? But then again, Southgate's gone and Carsley's there. So is it linked to Carsley? Like, who even knows, man? Because it's all this stuff that you read in the media or social media, but there was big talk about it that I read anyway, so...
Well, we'll soon see with Thomas Tuchel coming in. And also,
indeed.
The question is he good enough to come back into the squad?
Yeah, I'm not sure I would pick him anyway, to be honest. I think he plays for a very, very good Arsenal defence and it makes him look good.
Yeah.
It makes him look better than he actually is. That would be my view. Maybe I'm harsh. But I did see him get out of breath a little bit and not achieve very much when he was playing at St James's Park just a couple of weeks ago. He didn't look like an England international that afternoon. None of them did.
None of them did.
Right. So we should wrap this up in some way, shape, or form. I think Tuchel is lucky in that what Carsley has done is expanded the pool of players who've got international experience. He might actually have uncovered one or two England regulars of the future. But of course, is it relevant if Tuchel comes in and has his own ideas? Does anything that Carsley has done, is that have any relevance really? What do you think, Nick?
Well, I imagine some sort of handover is obviously going to happen at some point over the next few months. But at the end of the day, it's down to the new manager, isn't it, of who he wants to play and who he wants to start. So I don't think it will change much from what it is now. I think we'll still see a lot of the players that Lee Carsley has, sort of brought in and, like we've said, got their debuts and, some of them have all got their first goals. I don't think that's going to change, but I think what we'll start to see is, I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to have to. I don't think we'll see loyalty as much. So like we're just saying, like Declan Rice, for example, isn't probably at his best at the minute. So I don't think, Thomas Tuchel's going to feel a sense of loyalty of bringing him in because he performs well for England. He'll bring in who he wants to bring in. And I think this is where we're going to start to see the difference between Gareth Southgate and Thomas Tuchel. I think we're going to see a completely different, refreshed England side. Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I know Thomas has had... Thomas, like I know him, Thomas. I know he's had like a lot of stick in the press about good old Tom. I know he's had a lot of stick about about being the England manager, and there's been a lot of back and forth about him, and I think it's unfair. I think no one's given him a chance yet, and I think he's going to come in, and I think it's going to be refreshing. I don't really enjoy watching England at the minute, I will be honest. Maybe that's why I'm not sounding so enthusiastic about it, but I think we'll see a different England soon come.
I agree, and I agree that Tommy T can't help being German, can he?
No,
And then when you think
cannot.
that, so all of the major Premier League managers of the last 20 years have not been from England, I can't really see what anybody's making a fuss about the fact that we've got one managing
Exactly.
the England side. Is that a problem for you, Joe?
Not really. I mean, you obviously understand to a degree where it comes from, and yes, I love to see English managers progressing and becoming the England manager, because it does feel right. So I do understand where people are coming from. It's just how stupid people are. They're like, oh, you would think it was like back in World War II the way some people were going on. And it was bloody Hitler that they were bringing in for the manager. It just got a bit out of hand. But again, that goes back to modern day life, doesn't it? And everything seems to be blown up and exaggerated. So, the women's team have had very successful Dutch manager. I appreciate it's not German, but still, she's not English. Nobody seemed to kick up a fuss or an uproar on that side of things either. And I know what people will probably say at this point, Joel, it's not the same game, it's women, blah, 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 blah. So, but it is the same game, people. It's just, different parts of places.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't have to be the same one, though. So I don't have that much of an issue. I want to see change. We've got change. Southgate was boring as hell. We asked for him to go, he's gone. So people have got what they want. So really, we need to kind of just get behind Thomas, and yeah, like you say, Big Tommy T. We're with you, dude.
We're with Tommy
Exactly.
T. We
Big
wish
Tommy
him
T.
all of the best in this upcoming World Cup qualifying campaign. And we're sure that he's going to keep picking Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall and Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock. Maybe
All of
if Dan Burn can keep
Can you imagine?
Sven Botman out of the team, I imagine Dan Burn will be lining up. Certainly, if they can pick Lewis Dunk, they can pick Dan
Well,
Burn. Come
that's
on.
the point.
Well, that's true.
I'd love Burn right just to get one. Just for the sake of how proud would he be, man? He seems like such a genuine guy. If he was called up and he got like an England cap, it would mean so much to him, if you know what I mean. That
Yeah.
He might just
need to give
smile.
him against some low end team. Just give him one. Go on.
Come on, Thomas.
Right.
We're
You
with
heard
you.
it here first. Joe thinks that someone should just give Dan Burn one. That's what she said.
I think
just give
Big
him
Tommy
one.
T should just give Burn one.
Yeah, right. I'm not watching
all gone wrong.
that video. Anyway, we've probably got enough to finish there. Good luck to Thomas Tuchel when he takes over. Well done to the Carsley for his successful Nations League campaign. And thank you very much indeed to Joanne and to Nicola for livening up the Sunday evening. We'll see you all later in the week.
Every club, every day. The Global Sports Podcast Network.